My son called in the morning while I was already at work. He said it directly, without apologizing. He had taken out a loan in my name. He explained it simply. He was having problems with his business, and I would manage anyway. He added that he would make the payments himself and that I shouldn't worry. Then he asked if I was okay with it. I said that I had heard him. I ended the call quickly. At that moment, my hands were shaking, but my voice was calm. I didn't yell or cry. I just sat there, staring at the screen, trying to understand how the person I raised could cross that line so easily. That evening, I went to the bank. Everything he said was confirmed. The signatures were forged. The documents had been submitted without me being present. The amount was large. The payments were spread over several years. I understood that if I stayed silent, it would become normal. Today a loan, tomorrow an apartment. I didn't call my son. I filed an official report. Without emotion. Without explanations. It hurt, but even stronger was the feeling that I had been used. A few days later, he came to see me. Angry, tense, and confused. He said the bank had started an investigation, the accounts were frozen, and partners were refusing to work with him. He asked how I could do this to my own child. I listened and felt tired. Not offended, tired. I told him that being a mother does not mean giving silent consent to everything. That trust is not a right to take without permission. And that responsibility cannot be shifted onto someone else, even onto a mother. He was silent. For the first time in a long while. Then he said he hadn't thought it would go this far. I replied that this was exactly the problem. He didn't think. And I was no longer going to pay for someone else's decisions. This is not a story about punishment. It is a story about the moment when love stops being an excuse. And when protecting yourself becomes the only right choice.